Hey there, everybody. Yes, I actually went live early. Shocker of shockers. Hello, Gwen. Nice to see you on. I know I'm going up against Rob at this time slot today, but we'll see how it goes. So, a couple of fun things to start off with. Whoops, I don't have everything on screen yet. There we go. All right. So, what I was going to do real quick is noticed I needed to do this. I am going ahead and fixing a watch band. Combination today of I was running late and forgot to pull my watch off the charger. And when I went to put it on when I got home, turns out that the little pin that holds the band shut, this little thing here, had popped off of it, and I need to put it back. It looks like it's just a press fit pin. This is only temporary. I'm going to need to go ahead and replace the whole thing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully put this in here. All right, and hold it snug, pressed in. And then I am going to add a little bit of super glue, let it wick in. And this will give me like the day or two until I can get the replacement from Amazon. But another reason I like these whisker type. There we go. That was a bit too much. Oh well. Give it a second or two to soak in. And then I will actually, let's go ahead and I'm going to kind of pull it out. No, it looks like it's already bonded. All right, so I'm just going to wipe away the excess, and that's done. Thank you for your patience, but I thought you folks might find it interesting. All right, give me a second here. I need to get over to Kleenex and just dab away the excess. All right, there we go. So, doesn't look too bad. I think that's in focus enough. A little bit of a ringworm that was drying around the outer edge, but this should last me like a day or two once it dries, so I can go ahead and have time to order a replacement, yet still wear my Fitbit. Because I am a child of the 70s and 80s, and my wrist does not feel right if there is not a watch on it. Ooh, Tug and Nerd Report Daily. Okay. Hello. Oops. Forgot to do yours too, Glenn. And there we go. All right. So the goal today is I'm going to try and get all the way through one iteration of the pattern, get a good idea of how many I need to do so I can kind of block out the time. Another thing I wanted to also show before I got started, and I just knocked it on the floor, one of them. But here, we'll show it from this angle. This is a block of high-density polyethylene, or HDPE plastic. It's about 1.5 inches thick by about, say, 6 or 7 inches by probably about 18 to 20 inches long. And I am going to do this with the other one. I've got two of them, same size. And this weekend, I'm going to try and machine their faces flat and go ahead and use this to make a cylindrical wax mold so that I can pour in wax and make wax cylinders for the lubricating snips for my friend and get that off to him in relatively quickly. So that's that project. Let's move this. Probably easier to move the Taka-Dai than, there we go. And I think that's a little bit bright for color balance. Let's drop the light level a little bit. And a bit too light. There we go. So you got nice colors there. There we go. Thank you very much, Lita. I don't think I've seen your name before. If this is your first time on the stream, welcome, welcome. And Proverbial Fly. This is also, I think, the first time I've seen your name on stream. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you coming on live. And hello, darling. I think you've been on before. So, all right. But yeah, the goal this weekend is to get a couple of projects knocked out. I'm going to try and finish my online constable training and see where we can go from there. Thank you. All right, so we are ready to start move 50. Where we left it last time. On the right, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 9, and 13. And sheds 1 and 6 are reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 13. And shed 6 is reversed. Alrighty. But yeah, I'm going to run at least 2, maybe 3 or 4 hours. Oh, and the monetization countdown, we are looking at approximately 5 weeks if trends continue, or 5 weeks or less. And it's a little hard for me to judge just because it's about a 3-day delay between when people watch and when it actually updates on the Earn tab. So there's 1, 2, and 3. It's also gone from where just a couple weeks ago it was too hot up here to where I'm now wearing my hoodie because my wife and my roommate both like it a bit cooler than I do. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Come on, you can untangle. There we go. Nine, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Also, I did have a migraine yesterday. I'm kind of on the rebound side, so got a bit of a headache, and I have taken pain medicine for it. But I feel I'd much rather braid than just sit around. Okay, so we're going to exchange or reverse sheds 1 and 6. Let me quickly catch up with chat real quick. I have a mill that's a manual vertical knee mill. It's kind of like a Bridgeport. It was built in 1943. A company called Index made it. They were bought out by another company. They're now called Wells Index. It's a bit worn out and whatnot, and I do use it occasionally, but it's not that precise. But I have a CNC router that I built myself using the Open Build system. And it's more than adequate for what I'm going to attempt to do on it. So, and you can get one of those, depending on how complex and how large of an area you want to do. You can start at about like $150 to $200 for one that's like about 6 by 8 inches of milling area to one you can get for about $2,000 for parts and assembling itself. You can get one that'll do about a square meter of coverage. So actually, I have made a braid for Emily D. Baker, but it is not a it wasn't a custom braid. It was a pattern called Kiko that I did in yellow, purple, and white. And you can actually look back through my live streams searching for Emily's name, and you can see those. It wasn't overly that long. I think it was about like maybe 7 to 10 hours of braiding. And I did send it off to her, but as far as I know, she hasn't actually seen it yet. I did send it about like 4 months back, but I did ask once and she hadn't seen it as of yet. Yeah, the pain medicine is pretty well balancing it, so I'm a little bit loopy, but the headache is like only moderate with having taken it, so I'm doing pretty good. All right, so I need to do the shed reversal. So 1 and 6 are reversed. So 1 from the top, and 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom, and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Check them looks good. Pass that on through. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Pass that on through. And on the left, we're exchanging 1, 3, and 13. So here's 1. Oh, I do plan on doing a custom one for Emily, but she will probably be after Kurt. And as part of doing the braids, I really want to know what they would like done. These types of braids have enough time invested in it. I don't want to just make something that they're not actually interested in having. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So probably what I'll do is I'll see if maybe Rob or somebody could touch base with her and see if she's willing to, interact with me enough for the design process so I can make it make something that she would like to have done. So we're exchanging shed, reversing shed 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good for this one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. That checksum looks good too. There we go. And pass that on over to here. Actually, I'm getting warm enough. I'm going to take off the hoodie. There we go. And we are ready for move 51. And there we go. So on this one, we are going to exchange 1 and 3 on the right. Shed and 11 is also getting exchanged, and sheds 1 and 6 are reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 13, and no shed reversals. All right. Yep, like I said, I'm happy to do it. I just need to work out with her what she actually wants done and the color she wants to do it in. But I'm actually doing pretty good at improving and increasing my speed on setup and stuff like that. So I expect I'm going to be actually starting to bump a bunch of these out relatively quickly. So all right, we're exchanging 1. There we go. That one needs to be unrolled just a bit more. 1, 2, and 3. Go, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And sheds 1 and 6 are reversed, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Our checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum looks good for that. There we go. And well, I don't think I'm going to do another marathon 12-hour stream right away. I am going to try and get like decent amounts of braiding time in over the next couple of days. So 1, 3, and 13 on the left. Oh, one of the 3 evictions I had scheduled for tomorrow paid, so I only have 2 of them scheduled. But I do have a bunch of other constable work that I've got lined up, so I'll be doing that midday tomorrow. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And Friday evening is the usual Friday night frenzy, so I'm probably not going to go up against that. All right, so no shed reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Though if I get everything done relatively early and I've got some time, I might try like a Friday afternoon one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But no guarantees on that. But if I do, I'll try and create it an hour or 2 beforehand. Depends on how fast I get other stuff done. Saturday morning, I'm going to do my constable class. So I'll probably do a Saturday afternoon stream, and then Saturday evening and a good chunk of Sunday, I'm going to do stuff in the shop. So I might see if I can get a camera set up there for that. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do with that, though. Going to try and start mapping out my schedule a little bit better. Okay, we are ready for move 52. On the right, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 13, and 15. Shed 1 is reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 13, and no shed reversals. There we go. Let me catch up with chat real quick here. Thank you, Chris Schultz. I appreciate that. Yep, I'm trying to gear up to where I do a lot more work. I went ahead and I've readjusted the schedule. I'm taking my wake-up pills on. It seems to be working pretty good for keeping me awake during the times I want to do things and letting me sleep when I want to get sleep. So 1, 3, 13, and 15 on the right here. So here's 1. And there's 1. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 15. So about got the crossbar pieces done on the cross here. Won't be much more until we've got the end of it done. And then we've got 2 more snowflakes, and then the heart shield sword. And then the pattern restarts after that. So, all right. Just shed 1 is reversed. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Cutsom looks good. I was discussing with my roommate. Let's see, 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About how once I get monetized, I will be making like $5s of dollars per month for a while, because I know it takes a while till you build things up to where you've got a large enough audience that you actually get any significant amount of money in. But all right, so 1, 3, and 13 on the left. But I did mention to her about Let's Go Brandon, and how it's a shame that I can't drink on stream. Not that I have any real issue with it, other than the fact that my wake-up medicine is not supposed to be, you're not supposed to drink alcohol while you're on it. And I would much rather be awake than drunk, because I don't like being drunk in the first place. But if for some reason I could have attracted Brandon's tendency to buy drinks for YouTubers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. That would have been nice, but not something I doubt I'm ever going to get large enough that I'll actually attract his attention. But having a plan in place before that happens is a good thing. So no shed reversal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I'm also looking forward and budgeting so that I can get the colors for Clarie Cassan, Legal Vices, and Kurt's braids in a reasonable amount of time, so I don't have to delay for that. Depends on the color overlap. The more color overlap I get where I don't have to buy to add a new color in will help for doing that. All right, we are ready for the next one, on to 53. And yes, I realize I'm going to be very chatty tonight. I apologize if that gets annoying to people. All right, so we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 15 on the right. Shed 1 is reversed. And we're going to exchange 1 and 3 on the left. Shed 1 is reversed. There we go. And there's 1 here. And 3. Yeah, I'm mainly talking to distract myself from the level of headache I've got. If I don't read or do online stuff or chat while I'm braiding, I tend to obsess on it a little bit, and that's not a good thing to do overall, so I try and avoid that. Okay, shed 1 is reversed, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good for that. Getting close to where we're ready for a coma slide soon. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good for that. And I seem to have successfully avoided having an error early on, which I was having an issue with a couple weeks back. All right. And left is 1, 3, and that's it. Exchange. So this one needs a little bit more unrolling. There's 1 and 3. My work was getting a little slow, but it looks like we're going to be picking up again. All right, so shed 1 is reversed. So 1 on the top, and bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We just had a bunch of orders come through, which will be nice. Don't know if I'll be getting much overtime. 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But the constable work has picked up a little bit, so that helps on that front. There we go. And I'm looking to get a lot more active in my garage/shop. All right, we are ready for the next move. And on to 54. So we have no exchanges on the right. Shed 1 is reversed. And exchange 3 on the left. No shed reversals. Whoops, forgot to show that to you. There we go. I looked at it. I just didn't bring it up on screen. There we go. All right, so when I don't have to do exchanges or shed reversals, I can do this a lot faster. Checksum is good. So we'll be running a little bit until we hit the next snowflake. Checksum is good for that. But yeah, things are looking pretty good, so I'm in a pretty good mood today. And 3. And no shed reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. I think I'll do a coma slide after this one, so I can roll the braid up a little bit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I also wanted to give a big thank you to the replay crew. I've been looking at my analytics, and it's very clear that the people who were not able to catch the last one live have definitely been watching it afterwards, because my view rates and my hours watched have been going up at the rate I would have been if they'd been able to watch it live. So thank you, everybody. Yeah, no problem, Darlene. Yep, I'm always happy to do the background chatting. A lot of people that come on the stream like it for that, if not for other things. So definitely something I'm happy to do. All right, so we are ready for the next move. We are moving on to 55, and we're going to exchange 3 on the right and no shed reversals. On the left, we're going to exchange 3 and no shed reversals, and that will be the last of the cross right here, and then a couple more moves, and we will start in with the snowflake. Alrighty, so comma slide. One of the other projects that I do want to do in the not too distant future is make a, well, I've got to make a Taka-Dai for my wife. I've got to make one for somebody who placed an order. And there we go. After I have those 2 done, I'm going to want to make a Taka-Dai that has longer rails here so I can have more of the coma blocks. And I can do wider braids so I can do like more complex designs for people who need more complex designs. I also want to be able to do a, people have seen the Makiko pattern that I was talking about. Also for Alita, I said that I'd already done one for, done one for Emily. This is the pattern I did. Not quite as thick as this one, but it was yellow, purple, and white for the colors. But there's you can increase it if you have it like as half. That's Mitake, I think is the name of the pattern. And if I wind up, you can do it like double wide for this, and have a double Kiko pattern as a single braid. And I was thinking that would be very nice and fun to do. So that is something that I would need a Taka-Dai with longer rails to do. All right, so I did the coma slide, I did the roll up. I have not done any of the exchanges, so I'm ready for that now, which is 3. And yep, that looks right on the color chart for what I'm going to do. And no shed reversal, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good. Let's get the chair back just a little bit. For the people I've seen that do the longer rails, I notice a lot of them stand for it, so I will probably wind up doing that as well. Oh, that's another fun thing. I have actually used my elliptical 3 times in the last week for at least 15 minutes each time. So I'm actually getting back into exercising, which is also making me feel very happy. I am looking to lose something on the order of about 40 to 50 pounds by this time next year. All right, no reversals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And my diet's actually pretty good. I once did the calorie counter thing for like 6 months. So I have a really good idea of what I actually eat as opposed to just kind of a vague impression. I don't actually count all my calories to total them up, but I do read for what I get as to what the calories are, and for stuff that I don't always read, I actually have looked it up before, so I know roughly what it is. And I'm aware of every time I snack. I don't eat and be unaware that I've eaten, which I know is a problem for a lot of people. So my diet's pretty good. I eat probably a bit more than I should, but I also, my weight has been relatively stable, plus or minus 5 pounds for the past year or so. But I was losing weight prior to that, and I want to do that more now that I've got my Achilles tendonitis mostly dealt with. There we go. We are ready for the next move on to 56. And we're going to exchange 5 on the right, and no shed reversals, and no exchanges or shed reversals on the left. Oops, sorry, I missed exactly what that was for. But yes, congratulations. Well, not congratulations, but it's wonderful that you are doing that, Darlene. Uh, I most of my charitable type stuff I've been doing is since about 2004. I've been a fairly major contributor of computer time to a project called Folding at Home, which what they do is they map out how proteins assemble themselves through the process called folding. And they tried to, rent time on a supercomputer to do a simulation. And they were just having a hard time being able to get the financing for it. And they figured out that what they can do is they can break up the problem into discrete little chunks and send it out and have people process those chunks on their home computer, and then they send it back, and then they kind of like reassemble the work into a giant thing. And it's basically a giant distributed computer that, until cryptocurrency got really big, was like the largest distributed computing process in the world. They had like 5 or 6 petaflops of processing power going on at one time. And so I've been doing that, where I tend to run like 3 or 4 different video cards simultaneously doing this. I've had as many as like 8 running at the same time. But the work they do is designed to be able to come up with treatments for cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and the like. And I figured it's something that I can do regularly, long term, and just keep doing it to be kind of like the most direct thing I can do to contribute to human health and longevity and quality of life going forward. So that's tends to be the most of what I do for my charitable stuff. And I like it because once I set it up, I can just keep it going. And as long as I'm willing to pay the power bill, it just keeps on working and working and working. So, and I'm glad to hear that you have successfully gone through chemo, and that I understand the wanting to give things back. So, yes, portion control is definitely a big issue. I'm pretty good on that. My worst thing is that the lunches I've been getting, because I've been moderately lazy, have been like a prepackaged. They're not like horrible nutrition wise, but they're a bit larger than I would like to do. But I've been working on reducing the amount of overall intake per meal. I get a small portion, I eat, and then I wait like probably half an hour before I decide if I actually want any more, to give my body a chance to go, yeah, you don't really actually need a whole lot more. And I also try and drink a lot of liquids that don't have sugar in them. I'm fortunate enough that helps counteract hunger. So that's one of the things I work on. Oh, and I love vegetables. I eat broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. Yeah, I know most of that's all one plant, but I also like carrots. I like peppers. I like bell peppers. Um, I don't really care for squash and peas, but there are some types of squashes that I like, as far as depending on how they're prepared. And I tend to like my vegetables not overly cooked and not loaded down with a bunch of sauces or anything like that. So most of the veggies I eat are basically just kind of the equivalent of steamed. Um, maybe a little bit of like garlic and stuff like that on them, but not like a ton of butter or oil or anything like that. So yeah, I try and eat as many vegetables as I can in preference over other things. And I try and have it where it's like, vegetables that aren't super bad on the glycemic index. So I try and stay away from, I do eat potatoes, but I try not to make them an every meal thing. And I try and not make them large portions of my meal. So sorry, I'm chatting and not braiding. I should get back to braiding. All right. So looking at, okay, I'm doing move 56. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the right. And no reversals. There we go. Actually got that mixed in with the other side. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum's good for that. My allergies are acting up a little bit, so my nose is kind of congested a bit, but not too bad. Just interferes with the way I talk a little bit, so I apologize if that's a bit nasally tonight. Yep. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good for that. Pass that on through. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good for that. Passing on through. And we are ready for the next move. On to 57. No exchanges, no reversals on the right. On the left, no exchanges, no reversals. So, and got to remember to do that so you guys can actually see the braiding. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But yeah, I'd say I probably have at least 10 to 15 more people that I kind of have in my back of my head that I would like to do braids for. And the hardest part of doing it is actually going to be getting in contact with some of them because they're fairly big people online. And while my channel growing is definitely helping in that regard, and getting to know and interact with people like Ian and Rob also helps as well. We'll just have to see how it winds up working out. All right, we are ready for the next move. On to 58. No exchanges, no reversals on the right. Looks like it's going to be that way for a while. We've got nothing in the preview. On the left, we're going to exchange 7, and sheds 1 and 2 are reversed. Okay, so 7 on the left. Oh, well, got to do the right side first before I do the left. Can't get ahead of myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And now I do exchanging 7 on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And sheds 1 and 2 are reversed. So on the top, 1 and 2, and on the bottom, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The checksum is good for that. And 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good there. And we have started in on the snowflake. And there we go. That's the first little bits of it. And we are on to move 59. No exchanges or reversals on the right. On the left, we're going to exchange 9, and sheds 2 and 4 are reversed. And I haven't shown that to you. I'm sorry. So nothing on the right. On the left, we're exchanging 9, and sheds 2 and 4 reversed. All right. Hey, Marmar. Nice to see you on. Welcome back to the stream. I have it pretty much ready to go. I just need to properly trim the end so it's a nice clean trim. And then I will mail it out, which is probably going to happen either tomorrow or Saturday. And I will send the tracking number to Rob so he's aware. I did want to try and possibly drop it off in person, but it sounds like his schedule with the new job and family stuff is just way too overloaded. And while I wouldn't mind the trip, I would feel bad imposing on him to have to take a lot of time out of that. So, but yeah, he should have it. My guess is probably by Tuesday of next week, depending on if I get it out Friday or Saturday. He is not very far away from me, and I doubt the actual mailing time will be more than 2 days from when I send it to when he receives it. All right, so let's get on with the moves. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And on the left, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 2 and 4 are reversed. So 1 on the bottom, and 2 on the top, and 3 on the bottom, and 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and 3 on the top, and 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And we are ready for the next move. And on to move 60. So we've done 10 moves in about 45 minutes. That's pretty darn good. No exchanges or reversals on the right. On the left, we're going to exchange 3, 5, and 9. And shed 4 is reversed. But before I do that, I am going to try and improve my breathing just a little bit. I'm going to mute so you guys don't hear horrible noises. Okay, we have audio again. Grab a swig here, and I think I can put my watch back together. sure I'm putting the watch band on the right direction. I admit I do kind of like these magnetic connection watch bands, having had to like push pins in to get things to hold. All right, there we go. It's not falling off. There, now I don't feel quite as weird. All right, so I previewed the move, but I haven't done it yet, so we are on 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Chair is a little far forward. That's another thing that'll be nice if I stand up, is it'll be easier to shift, so I don't feel like I have to move the chair as much, or I don't. If I'm too close, I can just lean back and not hit the back of the chair. I also really should be using a slightly shorter sword here. The ones I've been making for other people have been shorter. As a matter of fact, let's see. There we go. This one's just a little bit too short. Sorry. So the one I've been using is the polished one on the right that's made out of bloodwood. The other's walnut. So these are the handles, and as you can see, there's a fair bit of difference. This here is about where my thumb is probably the appropriate length. So, but I can use the other one too. All right, so okay, so I just did the right one, so I need to do the left one now, which is 3, 5, and 9. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. That one needs a bit more of an unroll. Do the other one real quick while I have it up here. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And whoops, looks like I had. No, I just. Yeah, it looks like I did have one jump somewhere along the way. So why is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, because I didn't take the other one back down here. That's why it looked weird. That one has to go back to the lower level to counterbalance. Okay, there we go. All right, so shed 4 is reversed. So 1, 2, and 3 on the bottom. And 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me double check this. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, that one exchanged. That looks right. 4, 5. That one exchanged. 6, 7, 8. Okay. So 9. Nine. Okay, something is wrong here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, crossover, 4, and 5, crossover. So let's see. So let's take a look at that direction. That crossover did. Okay, so blue up from the bottom. Okay, that looks right there. So blue up from the bottom. Okay, so we got 5 and 5. And 6, 7, 8. Okay. And 9 is where. Okay. Make sure I got the right one here. There we go. 9. And it's supposed to be white on the top and blue on the bottom. Okay, so they exchange there. Then it is supposed to be white on the bottom and blue on the top. And okay, so this is what it's supposed to be. Let's see if I can do this right now. So 1, 2, and 3 on the bottom, and 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, I just had some confusion there. I'm not sure exactly where I wound up wrong. So, yep, as you can see, the sword works just fine. It's just a little bit short. Let's pass this on through. At least, also doesn't seem to have as much mass, so I either need to make them a little bit thicker or of a more dense wood. Walnut actually is not that dense, so while I like the color, I probably should, if I want to make them this color of wood and dense enough, I should probably make them out of ipe, which I really like as a wood for a finished product. It's kind of like a walnut color, but it machines more like metal than wood. And now that I have a electric or mechanical planer, I can make these a lot easier on the CNC mill or CNC router. Okay, so I have to do the other half of that. So 1, 2, and 3 on the top, and 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Sorry that one took so long. Helps if I use this in the right direction. But yeah, it has this particular sword has a little bit more mass to it, and it's much easier to use. And when I tap here, it has kind of more of an impact. All right, so let me catch up with chat real quick. All right. And oh, thank you very much, Marmar. I'll keep an eye on it. I do like Twix. I think I might have to start using that regularly. That makes sense to me. Twix, 2 for you, none for me. Also, since it's a cat, we can call it a Kit Kat. So we got 2 candy bars there. And helps if I actually bring it up and move it to the next one. There we go. We are on 61. No exchanges or reversals on the right. On the left, we're going to exchange 3, 7, and 11. And sheds 2, 3, and 4 are reversed. And there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good for that too. And on the left, it's 3, 7, and 11. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, this one's definitely going to need an unroll. I'm barely getting it over the top rail. And that one just jumps to pin. Let's put that back in its proper spot. Otherwise, I will get even more confused than the last time. All right, so that one goes there. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, so, yep, okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. There we go. I did say I was going to unroll that one some more. There we go. All right, so 2, 3, and 4 are reversed for the shed. So 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, and 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good from that. And 1 on the top, and 2, 3, and 4 on the bottom. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum looks good for that. And there we go. We are ready for the next move. Thank you very much, Chris. You have hopefully a good time at your meeting, and we'll see you when you come back in. All right. We are ready for move 62. We are going to do no exchanges or reversals on the right, and on the left we're going to exchange 5, 7, and 9, and sheds 1, 3, and 6 are reversed. And we're getting close to the halfway mark on this particular snowflake, and we can start to see the next snowflake on the lower right here, and this bottom here is the start of the heart shield and sword. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Just got to let it untwist. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good for that. And on the left, we're going to exchange 5, 7, and 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5, 6. 7, 8, and 9. I just really, really like working silk. It feels so much nicer on the hands than cotton. Assuming you don't have really super heavy calluses and it keeps snagging on them. There we go. And sheds 1, 3, and 6 are reversed. So 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, 4 and 5 on the bottom, and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 4 and 5 on the top, and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And braid looks good. We are ready for the next move. And on to 63. No exchanges or reversals on the right. That's getting kind of repetitive, but no worries there. And on the left, we're going to exchange 9 and 11, and sheds 2, 3, 5, and 6 are reversed. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. That doesn't look right for the color. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So why is the color looking wrong there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Huh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, I need to do on the right. Did I not do on the right? Okay, that's double checking that the pattern looks right. Okay, well, 1, 2. All right, well, I guess somewhere along the way I missed one on the right. Let's see, is that going to mess anything up? Don't think so. All right, so let's see if I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Wondering if my headache is getting distracting to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so the checksum looks good. That I should be doing the move on the right. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to assume my memory has been playing tricks on me. Also, doing it this way makes it so this next move, the colors are where they're supposed to be. So we're going to exchange 9 and 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is supposed to be blue. 6, 7, 8. Exchanging 9 here. This is matching what the colors are supposed to do. So I'm going to have to trust that I'm reading the pattern correctly, and I just misremembered doing half of the move. So 9, 10, and 11. All right. And going to 2, 3, 5, and 6 are reversed. So 1 on the bottom, and 2 and 3 on the top, and 4 on the bottom, and 5 and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. So I'm guessing I did just indeed forget that one move on the right. And 1 on the top, and bottom is 2 and 3, and 4 on the top, and 5 and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good for that too. There we go. All right. And time for a coma slide. And let's roll this up a little bit more. Not a whole lot, though. Okay. And we are ready for the next move, which will be 64. There we go. No exchanges or reversals on the right. And on the left, we're going to exchange 7 and 11, and sheds 2, 5, and 7 are reversed. And there we go. So on the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Cutsom is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Cutsom is good for that too. And on the left, we're going to exchange 7 and 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And it is lining up with the color chart. So 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. There we go. And we're definitely past the halfway point on this snowflake. All right, so sheds 2, 5, and 7 are reversed. So 1 on the bottom, and 2 on the top, and 3 and 4 on the bottom, and 5 on the top, and 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Cutsom looks good for that. Just gotta let it untwist a bit. These two on here don't want to untwist at the same time. All right, let's give these a little bit of encouragement. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cheat a little bit and just kind of come on. I do not have the mental plasticity or whatever I need to deal with this today. All right. Okay. And make sure I'm untwisting this the correct direction. All right. There we go. Let those two untwist on their own now. And now I can there we go. And so this is the second half. So 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 3 and 4 on the top, and 5 on the bottom, and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Cutsom looks good for that. There we go. Snowflake is looking nice and symmetrical, so I think I didn't screw up on that. All right, we are ready for the next move, and we are moving on to 65. No exchanges or reversals on the right. On the left, we're exchanging 7 and 9, and sheds 4, 5, and 6 are reversed. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Oh, and I did get permission at work to sneak in the program I want to do to improve my warping stand, have better guides for it, and well, better than what I've been doing, which should make it easier and less likely to have them bind up a bit. Also allow me to do potentially 3, 4, or more colors at the same time without having to take it down and put the other colors on each time I need to change colors, more than 2. All right, so 7 and 9 on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there we go. And 7, 8, and 9. There we go. That one needs a bit of an unroll. And sheds 4, 5, and 6 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 4, 5, and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. And 1, 2, 3 on the top, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, if you like zombie-type fiction, where it theoretically takes place in the real world, so there's no like magic reanimation, magic involved, or anything like that, I highly recommend the Black Tide Rising series by John Ringo. So I occasionally like re-listen to that on Audible when I would, it's a combination of the writing and the narrator. It's just kind of satisfies a mental itch for me. All right, and we are ready for the next move, which will be 66, which is not a root for this one. All right, so on the right, we're going to do no exchanges and no reversals, but the next move, 67, we're going to get onto that snowflake on the right. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 9, 11, and 13, and shed 4 is reversed. And we are starting at the very start of the sword, for the sword and shield, heart shield. Let me just, well, we'll get to it. All right, so, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And on the left, 1, 9, 11, and 13. So exchange 1 here. That one needs a definite unroll for the top here. I know you can't really see it on camera. Sorry about that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Sorry, voice is a bit rough today. 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And shed 4 is reversed. So on the bottom, 1, 2, and 3. And then for the top, we go 4. Bottom is 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And the checksum is good for that. And 1, 2, and 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And I'm going to lubricate my throat just a little bit here. Oh, I haven't been checking the rumble side. I'm very sorry. Give me a second. I'll check that. Honest, I'm not forgetting the rumble peeps. Looks like we got about 2 people watching over there, which is not too bad. And switch back here. So we are ready for the next move, which will be 67. And we're going to exchange 9, 11, and 13 on the right, starting that snowflake. And no shed reversals yet. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 7, 11, and 15. And sheds 4 and 6 are reversed. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That definitely needs to be unrolled a bit. Nine, 10. And this one unrolled too. 11, 12, and 13. That one doesn't really need it, but I'll do just a little bit. Okay, so no reversals on this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Oh, and I'm pretty sure what I know what triggered the last migraine that I'm having the tail end of right now. All right, on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 7, 11, 15. So here's 1. Oh, and you can see the start of the next snowflake there. So 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Seven, 8, 9, 10. $11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oops, overcounted 1, so that's the one that needs to be exchanged. So match the color chart. There we go. And sheds 4 and 6 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and 5 on the bottom, and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Cutsom is good. And 1, 2, and 3 on the top, and 4 on the bottom, and 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Cutsom looks good. Yeah, so for the past week or so, there's been a job that's been coming up that uses a bit of an unconventional machining process that the machines are well capable of, and the programming is not overly complex, but it's outside of what we normally do with the machine in question. And we only have enough material to do the one go. We don't have a chance to redo. Material is moderately expensive, and I was worried about screwing it up because it's kind of the first part of where I really am kind of on my own as the programming guy and doing some innovation. And it actually worked out really well. And about 20 minutes later, I started a migraine because one of my triggers seems to be a reduction in stress. The stress doesn't trigger it. I can be under stress for a long time, and I don't really get a lot of migraines from it. And then when the stress drops, it's like, wow, right then and there, I seem to, within very short time, sometimes minutes, sometimes just a few hours afterwards, I'll seem to get a migraine. So that could be entirely wrong. This could be all confirmation bias, but that appears to be the case in my understanding. All right, and we are on for 68. So we're going to exchange 13 on the right, and shed 5 is reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 9, 13, and 15. And we're reversing sheds 6 and 7. There we go. So just 13 on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, when I've got a lot of counting before I get to the one I need to kind of mentally tell myself to stop at the one before, because it's really easy for me to count the one I'm supposed to exchange, since that's the one I'm going for, and then actually exchange the next one. All right, so 5 is reversed for the shed. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good for that. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top, 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum looks good for that. There we go. And on the left, we are going to be exchanging 1, 3, 9, 13, and 15. So 1, 1, 2, and 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. So 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 and 15. And this is the last of this snowflake. Come on. Don't get stuck where you're not supposed to be. There we go. And 6 and 7 are reversed on the left here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom, and 6 and 7 on the top. 8 and 9 on the bottom, and checksum looks good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, and 6 and 7 on the bottom, 6 and 7, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum looks good for that. Pass that on through. Yeah, Gwen, it's not fun when that happens, but once I hit the initial drop in stress, after that it can keep on going down. It doesn't seem to trigger repeats, which is nice. All right, so we are done with that snowflake and that move. We're ready for the next one, and on to 69. So on the right, we're going to exchange 11, and shed 6 is reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 9, and no shed reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And Shed 6 is reversed, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good for that. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 9. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we have no shed reversals, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. That one needs a bit more of an unroll. That one probably does too. And there we go. I did catch a video of the same maneuver on the second set of parts that are similar but not exactly the same, but it uses the same cut. So I might go ahead and post that. I don't think there's any identifying thing that would bother my work, so we'll have to see how that goes. All right, so we are ready for the next move. Yay, we're up to 70. And you can kind of see the hilt of the sword is obviously there. There's the crossguard. All right, so on the right, we're going to exchange 9 and 15. And sheds 5, 6, and 7 are reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 11. And no reversals. So, oops, let me switch back so you can see the actual braiding. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there we go. There we go. That is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 here. And sheds 5, 6, and 7 in reverse. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good for that. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the top, and 5, 6, and 7 on the bottom, 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And now is probably a good time to remind people that if you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel, and appreciate when you folks do that. Lets YouTube know that people might actually want to see what I do. All right, so we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 11 on the left, and that also applies for you on the you who are on the replay crew as you come back through and watch this. So 1, 2, and 3. And 11. So I know it's just this one here. Let's go ahead and reset this one. And there are no reversals, so this will be quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Okay. Felt like I was getting a phone call, but apparently not. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And we are ready for the next move. On to 71. All right, we're going to exchange 15 on the right. Sheds 6, 7, and 8 are reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 3 and no reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And sheds 6, 7, and 8 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And on the top, 6, 7, and 8. And on the bottom, 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the top. And 6, 7, and 8 on the bottom. 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Pass this on through. And that one could use a little bit of a drop. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 3. Go. And no reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. Now, we're about an hour and a half in, and we've done 21 moves. That's pretty good progress. And on to the next move. 72, we're going to exchange 1 and 13 on the right, and shed 7 is reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 3, and shed 1 is reversed. So, 1 on the right. There we go. Needs a bit of an unroll there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. There we go. And just shed 7 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And on the left, 1 and 3 exchange, shed 1 is reversed. There's 1 and 3. There we go. And shed 1 is reversed, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. That one needs a bit of an unroll. There we go. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good there, and we are ready for a coma slide. I'm running out of pins, so slide forward, and slide forward. And this needs to be rolled up a bit. About ready to drop off the bottom of the screen. There we go. We are ready for the next move. And on to 73. All right, so we're going to exchange 1, 3, 13, and 19 on the right. Shed 8 is reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 3, and sheds 1 and 2 are reversed. So 1, 3, 13, and 19. So 1, and 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that 11, 12, and 13. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. There we go. And shed 8 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 on the bottom, 8 on the top, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the top, 8 on the bottom, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Almost done with that snowflake. And on the left, I'm going to exchange 1 and 3, and sheds 1 and 2 are reversed. There's 1, and there we go, 3. And 1 and 2 are reversed on the top, 1 and 2. And on the bottom is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. These isn't full tension. I think it's bound up with another one. There we go. If it was just caught in the mix, wasn't able to hang quite fully freely. So on the bottom is 1 and 2. On the top is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And we are ready for the next move, which will be 74. All right, so for 74, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 5, and 7 on the right, and 17 as well, and no reversals. On the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 3, and sheds 1, 3, and 4 are reversed. There we go. So here's 1, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. And a little bit of a roll down on this one, not much. And no reversal, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum looks good. These are hitting the rail, so let's roll them down just a bit and pass this one on through. And on the left, we are going to exchange 1 and 3. So there's 1 and 3. And we will be reversing sheds 1, 3, and 4. So 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and 3 and 4 on the top. And lifted that one up accidentally. So 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 3 and 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And we are ready for the next move. On to, excuse me, on to 75. Going to exchange 1, 3, and 5 on the right, and 15, and shed 4 is reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 9, and shed 1 is reversed. So there's 1, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And shed 4 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. So roll that one just a little bit more. There we go. And 1, 2, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 9. There's 1, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And just shed 1 is reversed. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. Yep, definitely making a lot of good progress. And we are ready for the next move. Looks like we'll actually have like 30 moves done in 2 hours. That's pretty good clip for my braiding speed. All right, so on the right, we're going to exchange 1 and 3, and 15, 17, and 19. Sheds 4 and 6 are reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 9, and 11. And sheds 1, 4, and 5 are reversed. There we go. So 1 and 3, and then 15, 17, and 19. So there's 1. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and from here on up, it's just going to be white on the top and blue on the bottom. And there we go. And sheds 4 and 5 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 4 and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3 on the top, and 4 and 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And on the left, we are going to exchange 1, 3, 9, and 11. So there's 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I did get my license to carry firearms renewed today. Picked it up at the courthouse. Only cost me about 2.5 hours off of work with no reimbursement, plus the $26. $20 they're legally allowed to charge, and the extra 6 and change they do for their online system if you want to take advantage of that. All right, and sheds 1, 4, and 5 are reversed. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3 on the bottom, and 4 and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom. Oops. Got some pinch between the comb blocks there. There we go. So 1 on the bottom, and 2 and 3 on the top, and 4 and 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. Yep, definitely making good progress tonight. All right. Unless I missed something there, sorry about that if I did. All right, we are ready for 77. On the right, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 11. Sheds 5 and 6 are reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 13. And sheds 1 and 6 are reversed. And as you can see, we're starting the shield portion of the heart shield and sword. All right. So 1, 3, and 11 on the right. So here's 1. And 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that. Yeah. Good that I have my license to carry. Yes. Actually made it the exact day the old one expired is when I picked up the new one. Had to turn in the old one. So I'm good for another 5 years, which will extend past my re-election date by 1 year. So if I don't run for re-election, I'll have 1 year before I need to renew the license again. All right, so 5 and 6 are reversed for the sheds. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the bottom, and 5 and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of road / braiding hypnosis going on here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the top, and 5 and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Yeah, with the pain med and the headache, my eyes are feeling a little bit loopy. There we go. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 13. So there's 1 here, which needs definitely some unrolling. 1 and 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And sheds 1 and 6 are reversed. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Passing on through. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. Alrighty. We are ready for the next move. On to 78. We're going to exchange 1, 3, 9, 11, and 13 on the right. Shed 6 is reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 11. And sheds 1 and 7 are reversed. Alrighty, let me catch up with the chat here. Looks like we've had several here. Thank you there, proverbial fly. You're an excellent shop partner. I've just put a few 100 grams of wool into some dyes. Woohoo, congrats. I'm praying I mixed correctly. I know that feeling, but we'll know in the morning. So good luck with that. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's kind of like when I, before I had modafinil prescription, if I tried driving too long and I didn't have an audiobook on, I could be okay, but then I reached the point where I'd want to close my eyes for a few seconds. And if I did that while driving, that would be bad. So I would have to pull over and nap. It's so tempting. Well, hopefully you'll be able to enjoy spinning in the not too distant future. Hey, Kumihimo Steve, nice to see you there. No worries on being late. We're always happy if people will join in and be on the replay crew if they'd like to. So, yep, definitely making good progress here. Yeah, these are the colors that Dani wanted. And it's kind of like a sky blue or a silver blue mixed in with the white. Woohoo! Hat making workshop sound like fun. Hey, Francisca, nice to see you on. Thank you very much. Hope that you have a restful night. I'm probably going to run for, if I can, maybe about another hour. I want to get my way all the way through the pattern at least once tonight. Definitely not going to do it twice because that'd be way too long. But all right, whoops, let me go back there. All right, so we are ready for the next move. And all right, so okay, so I did show it, but I didn't actually do it. All right, so let me make sure the colors look right here. All right, so we're going to exchange 1, 3, 9, 11, and 13. So there's 1. That needs a bit of an unroll. And 1, 2. I mean, when I was talking about where I want to close my eyes for a minute, I could definitely do that on stream. And the only danger is that I'd fall asleep and start snoring sitting upright in this chair. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Nine, 10, and 11, 12, and 13. And all right, shed 6 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Oh, that needs a bit of a lowering. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And on the left is just 1, 3, and 11. So there's 1, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And sheds 1 and 7 in reverse, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. And checksum looks good. There we go. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. All right, I am going to put on the hold music for a minute so I can head downstairs, wish my wife a good night at work, and I will be right back up. So let me do that. Hopefully I won't make it too loud. And we'll go for night driving. Nope, I'll be back up soon. And I have returned. Just like MacArthur and a bum check will. All right, let's stop that. And we'll go back to the chat. I forgot to say hi to you, Rachel. I appreciate you coming in on the stream. I think I've seen you before. All right. Okay. Ooh, we're up to 16 people. I'm guessing Rob's stream ended. There we go. Just in the footrest a bit. Oh, we dropped down to 12 real quick. I guess my coming back drove people away. All right. Excuse me a second there. All right. Let me just check that my colors are good. All right. Yep, we are ready for the next move. We are going on to 79. So we're going to exchange 1 and 3 on the right, and shed 6 and 7 are reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 3, and sheds 1 and 7 are reversed. Alrighty. So 1 and 3 on the right. That one needs a bit of an unroll. There's the 1 and the 3. And shed 6 and 7 reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, and 6 and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. And checksum looks good. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, and 6 and 7 on the bottom, 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And on the left, 1 and 3 get exchanged. There's 1. That definitely needs an unroll. And 3. And sheds 1 and 7 are reversed. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. There we go. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And here we go. There we go. We are ready for the next move. And on to 80. So we're going to exchange 1 and 3 on the right, sheds and 13 and 15, and shed 7 is reversed. And on the left, we're exchanging 1 and 3, and sheds 1 and 7 are reversed. There we go. So 1, 3, 13, and 15 on the right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there's 13 and 15. And shed 7 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom, 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Let's pass that on through. And over the next couple of moves, the heart shield will suddenly develop. Seeing all the white here, that's going to become blue. All right, on the left, we're just exchanging 1 and 3. And sheds 1 and 7 are reversed. So that one needs an unroll. Let's get that untwisted here. There we go. And 1 and 7 are reversed, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And we are ready to move on to 81. All right, on the right, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 11, 13, and 15. And sheds 6 and 7 are reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 3, and sheds 13 and 17 are reversed. Or sorry, we're exchanging 1, 3, 13, and 17. Sheds 1, 6, and 7 are reversed. Yeah, I'm definitely getting tired. All right, so 1, 3, and 11 through 15. So here is 1 and 3. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. 13, 14, and 15. And shed 6 and 7 reverse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom, and 6 and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, and 6 and 7 on the bottom, 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. That one needs a bit more of an unroll, unfortunately. There we go. And pass that on through. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 13, and 17. So here's 1 and 3. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. And sheds 1, 6, and 7 are reversed. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom, and 6 and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Oops, that one's a little cut up the other ones. Let's twist this a little bit. There we go. Let it hang free. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, and 6 and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And we are ready for Koma slide because I'm running out of pin space. And there we go. Let's slide these forward. Pull the forwardmost one and back. Throw one on the floor unintentionally. Yeah, let's roll this up a little bit. There we go. Catch up on chat real quick. Hey, Lady Draconis, nice to see you on. Thank you for dropping in, and hopefully you'll catch it on the replay, or catch up with the rest of it. Thank you very much, Proverbial Fly. Yep, I enjoy it on this end too when it comes together like that. All right, so we are ready for the next move. And we are going to 82. So on the right, we're going to exchange 1 and 3. 9, 11, 13, and 15, and sheds 4, 5, 6, and 7 are reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 3, 9, 11, 13, 15, and 17, and sheds 1, 5, 6, and 7 are reversed. There we go. So here's 1. We're going to move forward a little bit, let them hang lower. Still need to unroll that one a bit. So 1, 2, and there you go, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And there we go. And sheds 4 through 7 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. And here's where we start bringing the heart around. And 1, 2, 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6, and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and oops, I think I lost count there. All right, so 1, 2, 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6, and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and nope, I am missing something here. Did I? Yes, that's what I did wrong. All right, so that was 1, 2, 3, and okay, 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. This one should have stayed up there. There we go. This is the one that needed to pass through. Now I can do it the right way. And 1, 2, 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6, and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum now looks good. There we go. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 9, 11, 13, 15, and 17. So there's the 1. And 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Nine, 10. There we go. Eleven, 12. 13, 14. 15, 16, and 17. And sheds 1, 5, 6, and 7 reversed. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, and 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1 on the bottom, 2, 3, and 4 on the top, and 5, 6, and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. Kind of looks almost like a couple of unicorns facing each other. Or some snakes about to eat the same cross piece at the same time. And we are ready for the next move. On to 83. All right, we're going to exchange 1, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 15 on the right. And sheds 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are reversed. Oops. Oops, if I show the other side too. All right. So on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, and 17. And sheds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are reversed. Just about everything is opposite on that one. All right, so 1 on the right. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5 and 6. 7 and 8. and 9 and 10. And 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. There we go. And sheds 2 through 6 are reversed. So 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. There we go. Oh, if you haven't had a chance to watch it, Kurt and Nate interviewed a student who has dealt with the on-campus, we're not really a court thing, but we'll punish you like we are, where he has been successful in his suit, where the appeals court said that the universities are definitely not doing anything remotely related to due process. So it's a good interview. You can catch it on either Kurt or Nate's channel. If you get a chance to watch it, I found it I found it illuminating. All right, so doing the top now. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And on the left, we're going to exchange every odd one until we hit 17. So here's 1, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 7, 8. Nine and 10. $11 and 12. Oops. That was 13, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, and let's see. Nope, that's the one that's supposed to be there. All right, so which one got moved? So I think it's that one. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15, 16, and 17. And sheds 1 through 7 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 on top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. There we go. We are ready for the next one. On to 84. On the right, we're going to exchange 1, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15. And sheds 2, 3, 4, and 5 are reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange again every odd one up to 17. And sheds 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are reversed. Switch back there. Let me catch up here. All right. Let's see. Yep. I have to catch the end, see if I remember what that one was. But yeah, I caught like 95% of it or more. I was trying to catch up to live, so I listened to most of it at 2x speed. All right. Okay, yeah, it was Yale. I couldn't remember if it was Yale or Harvard, but yeah. Nobody, I mean, the process is supposed to be fair, whether they're guilty or innocent, and it was pretty clear that the Yale didn't care what he was. They were going to get him out regardless. So, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spoil anything either. Apologize for that. I hope you find it educational. Won't necessarily be enjoyable, I don't think. Yeah, he's probably not going to own the university, but something more than just what's likely to happen probably should happen. Okay. All right, so I've read off the moves, but I have not done them, so let's continue on with that. So 1, alrighty, there's 1. So I'm going to list the other one a little bit more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Definitely slows down when I'm exchanging so much from top to bottom. And there we go. So just sheds 2 through 5 are reversed. So 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And on the left, Again, everything 1 through 17 odds, and sheds 1 through 5 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, seven and 8, nine and 10, 11 and 12, 13 and 14, and 15 and 17. Almost done with the heart shield. There we go. And sheds 1 through 5 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And ready for the next one. All right, we are up to 85, and we're going to exchange 1 through 15, all the odd on the right, no reversals. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15, and shed 1 is reversed. Ooh, hey, we're up to about 17 people now. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Oh, hey, let's see, Bane's on. Scroll back a little bit, see what I missed. Absolutely. If you look in the description of this video and most of my videos, I have a link to the program I'm using. It's done by Clarie Cassan. She lives in France, and if you get the book that it's associated with, you can get it online access to it. You can design, and it also tells you how, what the moves you need to make. It uses traditional tablature. Also, the number style that I use, it makes a little more sense to my brain. There's also another program that I also link to in the description called Taka-Dai, which is fairly similar. It allows you to design it. It has like one less style of tablature for the moves you make. And it's not an online version, but you can like print it out on paper, whatever. I've done that before. If you have any other specific questions, I'm happy to do that. I'll do a quick little look through on like in the edit and a few other features real quick. And yep, see you there, Bane. You have a good one, Francesca. Thank you, Francisca. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate that. You have a good night. And yep, those will work too. All right, let me catch up a little bit more here. As they say, the Marines will love you. Okay. Yep, that's useful there. I've gotten into the habit where I'm when I do a design, I'll save it in a safe location that gets backed up online, so that if I ever need to go back to it, I can. All right, so let me quickly bring up program here. All right, so this is in playback mode. So I'm in the play tab here. I've got, it shows me that I've got 90 moves until it resets. So I got 5 more moves, and then the program will reset. You can adjust how much or how little you do, so you can have like different repeating elements going on there. And settings here allows you to change your colors and whatnot. For edit, this is like sideways. You can, this is where you do your design. You can also, under settings, select the color. If I switch this to vertical, you can kind of see this here. If you want to add more on, you can just add them or subtract them with this. Onda is the 1-1 twill. There's also a 2-2 twill that's Kôrai. It's also got some preset programs you can load. So, but this is Snowflakes and Swords. All right, so switching back to play. There we go. Let's get that. Go. Now I can see everything on the screen, and so should you. All right, and hope that was helpful. Let me catch up here again real quick. This particular one is specifically for Taka-Dai pickup braids. The lady who has done this one has made a couple of others for other different patterns, but I don't know if there's anything similar for just weaving, so I'm not sure if I can help you on that. Okay, I will probably do like later Saturday morning, probably starting about maybe noon or 1 or 2 Eastern time, because I want to finish off my constable continuing education classes Saturday morning. I got about a 4-hour class. All right. And switch it back to here. Grab another swig of caffeine. All righty. So, and we're going to exchange 1 through 15 on the right. So, there's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 5 and 6 7 and 8 9 and 10 11 and 12 13, 14, and 15. And no reversals on this one. So this will be easy from this point on this one. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15. So here's 1. So 1, 2. Three, 4, 5, and 6. Oops. Knocked one off over here. Let's put that one back. And 7 and 8. Nine and 10. $11 and 12, and 13 and 15. And just shed one is reversed. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on top. Checksum is good. All right, should be getting much easier from here on out till the end. And we are ready for the next move. Thank you, John Smith. On to 86. We're going to exchange 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11 on the right. No reversals. On the left, 1, 3, 7, 9, and 11. Shed 1 is reversed. And here's 1. Definitely needs an unroll or 2 here. So 1, 2, and 3. So looking at the chart, I can cheat because from here on forward, it's all white on the top and blue on the bottom. So I can just quickly do those without having to spend the time counting through. Just make sure I'm doing matched pairs. And no reversals. So after this next one, I can just run into it. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Hey, good evening, Kathleen. Nice to see you on. Well, other than a migraine, this week's actually been pretty good for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So Kathleen, I hope that your week improves as time goes on. It's not quite over yet. I got my license to carry renewed today and picked it up. All right, so 1, 3, 7, 9, and 11 on the left. Here's 1. And 3. And again, the rest are all going to be white on top, so I can just quickly do those. And shed 1 is reversed on this side. So there we go. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yep, checksum is good. There we go. And there we go. And we are ready for the next move. On to 87. All right, just exchanging 3 on the right, no reversals. Exchanging 3 on the left, no reversals. This will be so much easier now. So 3 on the right, no reversals. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And on the left, we're just going to exchange 3. And no reversal, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and oops. There we go. That looks good. That one needs a little bit of an unroll though. Let's do that real quick. And there we go. And we are ready for the next move. On to 88. We're going to exchange 3 on the right, no reversals. 3 on the left, no reversals. So everything will be white on top, blue on bottom. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. Checksum is good now. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And on the left, swap out the 3s. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And on to 89. So no exchanges, no reversals on either side. Okay. Catch up on the chat real quick. Got my fingers crossed for you, Kathleen. Hope things go well with that search. Thank you very much, Kathleen. It's nice to know that I'm having a positive impact on people's day. I am sorry to hear that. I'm not familiar with using Inkscape, so I don't really have anything that can help with that, unfortunately. Yeah, there are a lot of patterns out there. Oh, sorry, yawning there. Thank you, Gwen. I appreciate that. All right, so this is 89. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And you're ready for the next one. On to 90. Gonna exchange and reverse, nothing on either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And we are ready for the next move, which takes us to 1. We are ready to restart, but I am tired enough. It's been about 3 hours, so I am going to go ahead and call this one a night. Oh, sorry. First move for next time, we're doing no exchanges and no reversals. Alrighty. Sorry to be so sleepy. I am going to go ahead and call this a night. Tomorrow morning, I will be doing constable stuff. Probably will not have a braid stream tomorrow. Probably should order another camera so that I can do shop streams again without having to tear down this setup, which is extremely convenient, where I can just come up and basically jiggle the mouse and be just about ready to go. Over after you set up the laptop and plug everything in, make sure it's connected and whatnot. So, yep, that is definitely a nice thing. All right, and let's see if I'm missing anything else. All right. Okay. Just checking to see if there's anything I need to respond to directly before calling it a night. All right. You are most welcome. I enjoyed it quite a bit too. And thank you, Proverbial Fly. Yep, I'm expecting tomorrow I'll be pretty much normal. Yep, I did send her a link tonight, but I didn't have any pre-talks about it, so but hopefully she gets a chance to watch it, and I will send her a pic of the current status. But I should have enough that I can measure about how long or how many iterations of the pattern I will need to do to get to the length she wants. All right, so thank you, everybody. Oh, hey, KNA, nice to see you on. Not sure if I've chatted with you before, but hopefully you're having a good time. All right, so as my catchphrase goes, before I go, let me quickly check and see if anybody chatted on Rumble. No, they didn't. There's about 3 people watching currently. Okay, now it's time for the catchphrase. So stay safe, everybody, and happy braiding.